Is it recording? Okay. Hi, it's Brenda. So, I'm gonna try to do a video. I'm all dressed up on my day off, and it's a beautiful day outside, and here I am inside with my camera. And I'm wearing makeup and everything. So those of you who know me know that there's two things that I like. I like DC Comics, and I also like animated things, like, you know, they just go hand in hand. It's like, poof, they go together. DC has done a lot of animated movies. Some are like really, really super good. Like, dang, I could see this in theaters. And others are like literally the worst things that exist. So today I am going to begin, hopefully, if I have time, will be a series of reviews about these movies in chronological order, starting with Mask of the Phantasm from 1993. So without further ado, I am going to start that. Yeah.
Forgetting you is the thing that I cannot do.
So, starting off, Mask of the Phantasm was released in theaters in 1993 and is, to this very day, still the only DC animated movie to have been released in such a fashion. Warner Brothers threw some extra budget money at Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. Were like, do something with this, it's gonna be on the big screen. And I'm betting they kind of panicked and used all that money to afford the best CGI intro an animation studio in 1993 could afford. Look at these credits. Just look at them. Who did this?
I just don't know!
The movie follows Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, as he tries to track down this new mysterious killer who's offing mob bosses all over town. So, I'm just going to assume that this killer is the Phantasm mentioned in the title. The movie never confirms or denies this, so I'm just going to assume this because A, the killer has a mask, B, no one else has a mask, save for Batman, and C, I'm not a dumbass. During all this, an old flame of Bruce's named Andrea Beaumont returns to Gotham and triggers several flashbacks. Several pretty long flashbacks that go on for most of the movie. Through these, we learn that Bruce and Andrea were more than just involved with each other. We learn that Bruce was willing to give up his entire crusade for her and settle down and like start a family and like, you know, be a normal person who doesn't dress up like a bat in the middle of the night, you know, like everyone.
I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy.
We also learn that Bruce used to fight crime in a ski mask, which is very silly. Good job, Bruce.
Sure you won't reconsider rugby?
Sorry, Alfred, but the plan is working.
This movie does tend to drag. It's comprised of slow, mellow flashbacks and then short action scenes between Bruce and the Phantasm. The rest of the movie is Bruce trying to solve the mystery before anyone else gets hurt, which he fails at. And that doesn't make for a very exciting movie. It doesn't make for a bad movie, but it's just not really action-packed like the cartoon was. Granted, this was the first time these guys had really done like a full-length animated feature, so I'm gonna cut them some slack this time. But only this time. Halfway through the movie, the Joker just shows up. For some reason, just fuck everything up and move the plot along because it's going so dang slow. They're like, man, wow, we gotta keep going. Like, how are we gonna do this? The Joker! He can move the plot along. And he does. Finally, we reach the climax of the movie, where Bruce discovers that, spoilers, Andrea is the Phantasm, and also behind all of the murders that have been happening around town that he hasn't been able to stop because I don't know what he's doing, flashing back too much, just laying there like, for like 15 minutes at a time. I don't know. No time to dwell on that, because the Joker and Batman have to have like a giant, like, full-scale kaiju battle in like a replica of Gotham, like throwing shit at each other, like breaking buildings. I don't know. Just pow, bam, blood, fatality, death. Cute, out of place 90s pop song. I never even told you, I thought you knew. I never even said a word. How I feel. Financially, Mask of the Phantasm was like a major flop for the studio. But it did pretty good in VHS and Laserdisc sales. What was that? What's a laser disc? You know, one of those giant discs that are a little bit bigger than records. They had special features and chapters several years before DVDs came on the market. You know laser discs, right? Right? The movie is most definitely not an action flick. It's slower, more somber, tackles some heavy material like the scene where Bruce pleads with his dead parents.
I don't want to let you down, honest, but it just doesn't hurt so bad anymore. You can understand that, can't you?
Or the scene where Bruce dons the cowl for the first time and Alfred is completely horrified by what he sees. He doesn't see a hero standing up for Gotham. He sees the kid he raised failing to cope. Dang, that's some heavy shit right there for kids to handle. And at the end of the movie, you just kind of feel like sad, like, man, Bruce, your life fucking sucks. It really sucks. Everything sucks. Your life, your city, your art skills, everything sucks. So there you have it. Mask of the Phantasm from 1994. I give it two thumbs up. I really enjoy this movie. I like the performances. I like the animation. I like the stupid flashbacks. And I really like that scene where they go to the World's Fair because it looks super, super cool. Yeah, I think that's about it. So hopefully I'll have some free time and I'll be able to be back soon and continue with our next movie, which is Batman Sub-Zero, which should be a treat. That's also one that I remember enjoying, save for a couple things which will become apparent like pretty early on in the movie. So definitely, if I ever finish it, stay tuned for that, and hopefully I'll do all of these someday. Someday. Get out of here. Where'd all the light go? Where's the sun? The sun, you were doing your job, lighting the scene, and then you just vanished. I had to turn some lamps on, and even still, it's like, I don't know.